ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have the Buzz 24/7 coming up here. So let's just all cards on the table. We just got out of this big meeting with 30 salespeople, which is kind of intimidating because they were on two screens.
Yeah.
There was a second page of screens, Zoom calls. And they're asking all these questions. So we get ready.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So we have the meeting, and then it's over. And Jimmy was waiting in the green room, so to speak. And I call him back in. He comes in, and Kelly's like, "What did he say?" He goes,
Tinkletown.
Kelly Brown going to Tinkertown.
Tinkletown. Yeah. So that's where Kelly is, apparently, in Tinkletown.
Yeah.
Which I don't know where that is geographically on the map.
Don't let him show you.
No, I don't want to see.
I think it's the far corner.
That's
but
Dingletown. He'll
Yeah.
show
He
you
knows where that is, too.
Dingletown. Yeah. So
I just like the third person part of it.
Yeah. Kelly's a story, man.
I
He's
love
a
it.
story. Those are interesting meetings because you're basically on the phone with people that want to know about you, want to know about the show, and we've never met them because they live in different parts of New England because it's a big group.
Sure.
Right? And it's funny because they don't have any idea, and it's hard to put across to them that we're different than most.
Right.
Of what they're dealing.
Right.
Don't you think that's
They're
fair?
looking for a
Yep.
sponsor for the wacky phone calls.
Yeah.
They don't get what you do.
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, but that's why we talked to him and kind of told him that. How was Tinkletown?
Solid.
You hit any lights, or did you get solid greens the whole way?
Yeah, it was good.
All right, awesome,
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Kelly Brown back here.
Back
for
from
Buzz.
Tinkletown.
Yeah, back. Tinkletown. And
That's your traffic report. We'll give you the weather. Hang around.
Buzz 24/7 coming up in 1 second. Stay with us.
The Buzz 24/7 is sponsored by Notley Crew, the ultimate Motley Crue tribute. Get your tickets to see them live February 21st at the Rochester Opera House box office or the deals page at morningbuzz.com.
It's the Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
It's hard to feel sometimes like a professional when we're talking about Tinkletown.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? We've come a long way, and yet we're still there, and that's fine. That's
I just
fine.
thought it was a nice rhyme.
It is a nice rhyme.
is.
I'm not even complaining about it. It's just kind of funny that we have built a relative, we built a house of that.
If not nothing, Kelly's a wordsmith.
Yeah, he is.
I could also say Kelly Brown's going to Browntown.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna
That
do
only
thank
happens
you.
like once every 4 days.
Right.
So.
We would know that you're lying.
The fact that you know that is terrifying.
Terrifying.
Yes.
Been over
Usually,
20 years
Horrible.
together.
Wait a minute.
Terrifying.
Usually we know.
Yeah.
Because
We
it kicks
the
in.
log wind
The log win for that.
absolutely ridiculous.
The prep.
That-
The pregame for that is. We all know what's happening. He changes his shoes.
Ceremonial.
I've
He
heard
puts
a
on
lot.
old sneakers, Greg.
I've heard a lot of things
Like
in
he's
my
going
life.
out to muck out the barn.
I had never heard the words log wind
yeah.
before.
Yeah, because
you said it, and I had not heard of it.
You're often gassy.
Okay.
But I can tell.
Why do I
when-
get pulled into this?
Well,
Let's
'cause-
talk
okay,
about
so you can tell if
We all
somebody
have our smells.
Has to go.
has the log waiting, and then it's the log wind you're putting out towards me, so I know. I'm like, oh, that one, he's ready to go.
See, this is not.
Because there's a difference between just gas
No,
and the
I
log
understand.
What do you call
clearly.
in the back of a book where they have definitions of the words that you might not know?
wind. Index,
Index bibliography.
summary.
Yeah.
dictionary.
Yeah, there's like a. Is it index?
I thought it was index.
Yeah, I think it's an index. Must be.
I
an
thought
index.
index is the outline of a book.
Yeah.
Chapters, yeah.
It's
You
been
know
a
what I'm
long
saying?
time.
Like it comes along. So you
Glossary.
Table-
Yeah,
glossary.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
glossary.
It's a glossary, and
Okay.
you could look up log wind.
And you know now at the end of the show what that is.
We should have that on the side of the screen right here, and you could sponsor. I should have been in that meeting.
I know, dude. I know.
Sponsor log winds.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, we know his body.
They wanna like when it gets back to the meeting like that, they want to sponsor everything, anything they
Sure.
possibly can.
Yeah.
Which we also are like, okay, well, yeah, that's great. That way they win, we win, but also within reason.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So-
don't want to be wearing a NASCAR jacket. in
Yeah,
here.
right. And we have a rule that we
Roadkill
can't.
doesn't want those weight loss pills.
We have
They don't work.
We can't talk about stuff we don't use. That's the rule. So
It's a fair rule.
And there's stuff that we can use.
yeah, right, exactly. So anyway, but that was that. Those are the kind of meetings where, like, I don't know how we did. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
our
and
bosses
you
were
never
all,
know
"Man,
either
it's
because
fine."
you're talking into a camera. Like it's,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a request the other day to do some promo for a show that I'm doing.
Yeah.
With a Zoom interview. No,
Yeah.
you can't do comedy if you're not all in the room together, it's really hard to have a rhythm of funny.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
And there's a couple guys on that thing that I think used to sell silent radio. Let's be honest.
They might be tuning in today just because they really want to know.
The last thing they sold was the Three Stooges.
In fairness to my friend here, if they're tuning in today to find out how to sell the show that they've been talking about, that's been on the air for 30 years.
But they're not.
I'm on his side.
They're not
But
local.
we're growing the way we are, so that we're getting people interested that
Sure.
aren't close. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I get
So
it.
whatever,
One of those
it's fine.
guys got in trouble because he sold War of the Worlds on the radio and got in trouble.
Turned out it was fake.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Hey, I got a radio. You can be on the radio. Yeah, come on out of the studio, record it. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. What was I going to say?
I was in
forgot.
trouble. I sold War of the Worlds. Didn't tell anybody it was fake.
What I was going to say was talking about, like you sitting down and doing a Zoom thing and having to be funny, like they want you to be funny. But there are certain comedians that they only can exist in that world where they're basically telling bits and jokes that I've had people come in here. We don't do a lot of comedians for the very reason, then you guys know. They come in and like, here, set me up with this joke. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you need to do, if it works for the show, fine. But that's not what we do.
No, the people that listen are too smart for that,
Yeah,
too.
I agree. So, but you're not like that. You're basically hang and get the feel of the room and go with the flow.
I don't write anything.
Some can, some you guys know this. Some cannot do that.
I know 100%.
But you just kind of flow. And the thing about you is, and I've said it to you in person, I'll say it to you here, but the thing about Jimmy is not only does he know when to chime in, he knows when not to.
Yeah.
Which is key. You got to know
Most
when
of
to
the time. Every
feel the
now
room.
and then I'll say something about a sponsor. And sometimes that's about the only time I'll run anything by you.
Yeah.
Is when I go, hey, is this tire company? They're not a sponsor, are they? No. Okay. All right. So let me tell you about these tires I bought. Right?
We lost a major client once for a period of time because of James Dunn.
Over a really funny bit. I'll stand by that bit.
It was a great bit.
Yeah.
It was a great bit.
Things still get awkward, I feel like.
Oh, no, that's the other one.
Oh,
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
no,
guy.
this
Things
was-
get a little
That guy,
awkward with him.
that was a personal beef.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this was he made a joke
Jimmy's
about
list of beefs.
on the air about
long
Jordan's furniture
Yeah.
and how they would, you buy a table. If the Sox win the series, you get it for free.
Yeah.
Of which I did and didn't get the table for free. I just got the legs.
Really? Well,
The tabletop didn't come with it.
that's absurd.
It was crazy. But anyway, I didn't read the fine print. That's on me.
No,
But no. Just let it go because
okay.
I want to focus on you. Because he said the joke on the air. He's basically said, now my furniture guy is a bookie.
Yeah.
He made a joke like that. And they were not pleased.
No, the joke was I'm going to be calling the furniture guy like a bookie going, hey, let me put an ottoman on Cleveland tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is
Which
funny
is
and
very close
harmless.
to where it was, and it was just a joke.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to take a joke about a
Right.
foolish promotion, then don't do the foolish promotion.
Now, let
in
me
fairness, they dropped a
let
lot
me
of
also
coins.
say. Let me also say that usually it's not the owners that have a problem. They don't even hear it.
Right.
It's somebody in an ad agency that says this is going to be an opportunity to have a problem, and the way to fix it is for you to bonus me. That happens. That's not uncommon in business.
Sure.
I'm not ragging on anybody. It happens. It was decades ago.
Yeah.
And but it was just kind of one of those things where Jimmy was the guy that he said it. I thought it was hilarious. We laughed. We moved on.
Yeah.
And it came back to that's the advertiser thing. Sometimes a lot of people don't realize that was had to be the 90s when that happened.
Yeah.
So it was a long time
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
And, I've learned from that. I no longer mention brand names. I just say the furniture guy's a bookie.
I know. But it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny.
But to get back to your point about morning radio, I've been on morning radio programs all across the country. At a point in my life when I was traveling every weekend to a different comedy club,
Yeah.
that's part of the business plan, is try and get the comedian on.
Yeah.
If you're funny on the air,
Yeah.
then they will hopefully buy tickets that weekend.
Sure.
Right? But
Right.
that whole business plan is changed because people can find you online now and see if you're funny.
Yeah.
But you would go into these stations and they would look at it like, oh, here comes the comedian. And most of the comedians would go in there and go, I can't believe I got to go over to the stupid radio station.
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
just did the show last night.
Yeah.
And it became an unpleasant experience for everybody.
Yeah.
And so I know comedians that would have their quote unquote radio bits.
Yeah.
And they would have like a 3-minute rant.
Right.
That they would literally just go into.
Right.
where you didn't have to have any interaction.
Yeah.
And they just go, hey, I was at the airport the other day, and the toilet thing flushed by itself, and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Bada boom.
Hey, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I'll see you, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it was a sponsored piece.
Yeah.
That the comedy club would pay the
Yep.
radio station to do every week. And the radio station grew to hate comedians.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fairness, that makes sense to me.
Larry, the cable guy, told me a long time ago too. He came in because we became very good friends with Larry for a long period of time. Still are, but we just we don't see him as much. But he said, there's nothing worse. He goes, you go into a radio station, you sit down, and I've had guys look at me and go, "Be funny,"
Yes.
and then turn away from the microphone and leave him alone.
I've had them leave the room, and I'd say, "Hey, okay, you got you do the thing with a comedian,"
Yeah.
and they grab a pack of smokes and go, "I'll be back in 5 minutes." Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the other person would go, "All right, joining us in studio today is comedian Jimmy Dunn. He'll be
Yeah.
at the Comedy Ha Ha Ha
Yeah.
on Thursday
Right?
night," and then they'll go, and then they literally go like this. You go. Jimmy Dunn is a professional stand-up comedian from Boston, Massachusetts, who is known for his roles on the McCarthys.
Yeah.
He got his start in comedy working in Gloucester, Massachusetts, where he was paid in fried clams.
Yeah.
There's no way they pronounce Gloucester correctly.
Right, Gloucester.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
me
that-
about fried clams, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he'd go, I was at the airport the other day, and I sat down on the toilet, blah, 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 blah. And they'd hit the wacky sounds, and then you're out.
The wacky sounds. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it
That's how
happens.
you used to sell comedy tickets,
Oh,
though.
gosh.
And when you were a comedian on the road back then, still today, the difference in making real money and money is selling out that second show Friday and that second show Saturday.
Yeah.
And they're hard to. Nobody wants to go to the comedy club at 10 o'clock on Friday and Saturday anymore. Certainly
Yeah.
not my fans, because
Well-
my fans are a lot older now.
Yeah, but also the thing is like every place is closing. It's
Right.
not like you can get out of a comedy show at 11:30 and go get a drink.
Right.
There's only like one place. That's the one thing that's weird about now.
Yeah.
Like you
Nothing's
get all
open
these
anymore.
places to shutter up at 8. Like breweries close at 9.
Yeah.
All right, breweries are different.
if you're
vibe.
lucky. If
Yeah.
you're lucky, they're
Yeah.
open till
And-
And honestly, the places that are usually open late are usually places you don't want to go to.
You know the Kittery
not
outlets,
true.
right?
Yes.
Kittery outlets right there on Route 1 where everybody went shopping and blah blah blah. Christmas time, they were closing at 7.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
wow.
They can't get any help, and nobody wants to
So
be
you-
open, and there's no money. But we were talking about Denver earlier today.
Yeah, right.
That used to be one of my favorite comedy towns because they have a world-class comedy club. It's been there since the 80s.
Yeah.
But they have this area in downtown Denver where all these restaurants, all these bars, all these shops
Yeah.
are open until midnight, and you come out of the show, you could go get some really, really good food everywhere.
Yeah.
That town was happening late, and even they're dead now at
Yeah.
night, and
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if
is.
it's ever going to come back. That's the thing.
I don't think it is, because economically they kind of look at it and go, all right, well, we got to make all our money.
Because-
we got to make our money at 8 o'clock.
Because the truth is, if you want to do like dinner and a show, a concert or whatever, now you have to do dinner at like 4:30. Because the show, or 5:30, because the show's at 7, and ain't nothing afterwards. You cannot go to a show and then go to dinner.
I'll tell you another
That
thing.
does not
You
happen
can if
anymore.
you come to the Brat by Friday, Saturday by 10:45.
Yep.
We'll get you in there.
No, I know. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. That's one of the things I love about the place.
And at my level of comedy now, I'm working small theaters in New England, in small towns.
Yeah.
Right? But there's 300 seats in that theater,
Yep.
and 300 people are trying to go to dinner
At the same time.
at 6 o'clock. And it's
Yeah.
a mistake I made for a long time, where I'd
Yeah.
be like, I'll get something when I get to the town. And then you get to the town, there's 2 restaurants.
Yeah.
That's it. There's only
Right.
2 left.
Right.
And they're killing you. And they're miserable before, they're mad before they come into the club.
Yeah.
And you go to the opening act and you go, good luck, kid. Go put him in a good mood, because I'm not going out there until I hear some laughs.
You know what Marley does? Marley sits in his car.
Yeah.
He just sits in his truck. He likes the peace and quiet. Likes to get his head together. You know. On the other hand, you got guys like I've worked with Lenny Clark, who walks off stage and out the door.
Yep.
Boom, boom. He's like, I'll talk to somebody before the show. I'm not hanging out. Bang. He was.
Kevin James walked out walked off to the side, changed his shirt, and was right out.
Oh, yeah.
Gone. And,
Yeah.
and the guy with him had his bag.
Yeah.
Out he went.
Lenny Clark was in the car and gone before anybody left the theater.
Yep.
You know,
I
he was
like-
done. Work was done.
I like the opposite. I would like to show up right when they say, please welcome Jimmy Dunn. I don't want to meet anybody before the show.
Yeah.
After the show,
Yeah.
I'm happy to stay.
Yeah.
I'm happy, and people want to take pictures. People want to say something to me. People hear me.
That's a nice thing.
It's a nice thing, and you build fans that way, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
The problem there is the people that have been working the venue, they want out.
Yeah.
They're done.
They're looking
the
at
show's
you.
over.
They're looking at
and
you.
I'm like, well, I gotta kind of
Yeah.
See, when you're the drummer in the opening band, I find after the show to be the most relaxing because it's over. And I played, and I put my stuff away, and now I can hang out.
Yeah.
And I find that to be the relaxing part.
Scotty is the only drummer in a band that played before the gates opened at a show.
Right.
Before they even let
we
anybody
just
in.
bang this out and get it over with.
Listen, there's twice. Listen, there's people standing at the fence. Are you like, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, seriously. About the first 10 minutes of your set,
Yeah.
the people are going to be. And it was the first song was weird, but then we got a great response. But it was like down the road.
Can I ask you a question?
A wave of energy.
All right. So no names.
Same band both times.
No, wait. What's the shittiest you felt your band was ever treated? What's the shittiest thing that like happened at like either somebody did or what they promised wasn't what they delivered?
Bill
the
Maher.
shittiest way you were treated.
Sorry, you said no names.
The shittiest way you were treated.
So what is it you
No
don't want me
names.
to use? No names.
No
Like
names.
The venue
like
or
the venue or the band. Just say like what happened.
it was with you guys.
Yeah.
It was something that we were doing,
Yeah.
and things got out of control because they did not know that there was a local opener, and they said absolutely not. And the people who ran the venue said, "Then you can go home now."
So that
And
was the outside show.
No, inside a venue, and they refused to move anything. So we played in a line right across the front. So it was my drum setup, and my bass player was here, and then two guitar players. And they refused to do anything. They messed with the sound.
So
while
who
we
was
were playing.
that? Was the band? That wasn't the venue.
It was not the venue at all.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
because the venue
All right.
was defending us,
Yeah.
and also said you can take that spotlight that you have out back and stick it up your ass.
Yeah.
You're not going to treat these people this way.
Yeah.
So that was probably the worst. Doing the.
I know. I think I know the venue.
You should.
I think I know. The
you were
venue.
there.
Yeah.
But doing the playing before the gate, it's happened so much that you just kind of go, okay.
Yeah.
Before the gates even opened.
So,
Yeah.
but usually at these two places, the stage was right next to the gate.
Yeah.
So you are playing. You're just not playing in front of anybody.
Literally playing walk-on music.
They're all along the chain link fence and hollering.
So you can say the band.
the band
The,
that
the crew of the band that treated you like
Black
shit.
Label Society.
Black Label. Wow, I thought
it was his brother-in-law.
I thought it was Lemmy.
Motorhead was fantastic.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
all
guys
right.
could have played longer if you wanted to.
Okay. Okay. Good Lemmy impression.
You know,
Very
but
good Lemmy impression.
Black Label Society
Yeah.
did not know that there was an opening band, and it was at the casino. And Fred and everybody was like, "Then you guys can go home." And they got real mouthy, and they said, "Listen, this is this morning show's Halloween party. This guy is on the morning
You had
show.
the horns. You had
He
the horns
has
on, I
been-
remember.
He has been promoting the show, and they were like, fine, they can go on, but they're not getting sound check, and they're not using half the sound, and they messed with our sound, and roughly."
So you actually sounded good that night?
We sounded great that night.
We did.
Mostly drums.
Were you around for the Aussie Rob Zombie show at the arena?
No.
That was before
no.
you. So we did the Aussie Rob Zombie show and the crew, and I was going to get up and introduce Ozzy. Wow, cool.
Pretty cool.
I got to interview Ozzy backstage.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Everything's sitting on the couch. So that's when he laced up the wrong. Long story. Anyway, when I got out on the stage manager was apparently not aware that I was going to do this, and I'm like, dude, I'm only going to be like 20 seconds. I am not looking for the spotlight. I know what I'm here for. I'm just going to get the crowd going, and boom,
Yeah.
I'm out. I get up on stage. He's pissy. Just one of those guys who thinks his dick is so huge.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who's got to
that?
prove to you how tough he
You
is.
see that right there? You walk past that, I'm cutting your mic, and when you come back here, I'm gonna fucking throttle.
Oh
you.
yeah,
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
dude.
If you get any of that shaving cream on this monitor, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
They're just
Blue Oyster Cult.
It was like
Yeah.
it sucks
True.
because you have to separate them from the band because
Right. The band doesn't know.
I would be crushed sometimes. Like, hey, would you like to bring on? I'm like, oh my god, I love that band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's the management and the band are two different things. The band has no idea what's going on,
Yeah.
and the guy,
Yeah.
the manager, it doesn't always have to be a guy. He's just letting you know how big his dick is.
So
I swear
just
to
a
God,
power
dude.
trip.
So the guy comes over and he says, just go do your thing. And so I go up on the stage. at the arena, and here's, I don't know if a lot of people know this. You guys know this. When you get up on the stage and you go to talk, sometimes you can't even hear your own voice.
Can't hear it.
Yeah.
Because it's all going that way and you don't hear
And
it.
you don't think your microphone's
So
on.
you're yelling.
There's no monitor.
Oh yeah, dude. Andy used to overmodulate like nobody I've ever seen.
What
It
a
was
surprise.
hilarious. But I get up there and I go, "Hey, how you doing, everybody?" And what comes out of the speaker says, "Hey, how you doing, everybody?" He's running my voice through a harmonizer,
on.
like I'm Mickey Mouse. And I sit there and I look at the
Wow.
guy. I can see I'm looking at the sound guy
Yeah.
who's out in the middle of the floor at the arena. And I put my arms out. I'm like, really?
I'd tackle him.
Really? And I said, are you ready for Ozzy? And he left it that way. And then halfway through what I was doing, he fixed it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just was like, that's the nasty stuff
Yep.
that they do to mess with you
Sure.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, which would be kind of like be funny. Jimmy Dunn.
yeah.
I
you know?
played the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion. We're out there. We're doing sound check, and can we get the local opener? We're out there. We're doing sound check, and then somebody else starts playing their drums, and the person grabs the microphone and they go, "I don't know who the moron is that doesn't understand we're doing sound check, but da da da." And it was the drummer. His name's Vinnie Paul, and he was from Pantera, and he poked his head around the corner. He goes, "Sorry," and like, I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry she said that," because you're a drum god, you're a legend.
Yeah.
You play all you want, and if we get no sound check, we'll be cool with it.
Right, right.
But she was like, I don't know who the moron. He goes,
Who
sorry.
said
I'm the moron.
Who said that
So-
again?
But it was the stage manager, but it was local, and was like, I don't know who the moron that's playing drums, but it's not the drummer that's supposed to be playing.
Right.
And it was him,
Right.
the new drum set. He was testing it real quick, and I was like mortified.
Didn't that happen to Dee Snider where he was doing something and a guitar was playing off stage and he lost it on him? Remember, there was a video of some
Yes.
guy, a well-known guy. I thought it was
Yes.
Dee Snider, and he all on stage blew up.
Yes, I think because there's
somebody
two-
was practicing on another stage,
There's
two
two
stages.
stages next to each
Yeah.
other, and like your band's getting ready to play,
Crazy.
and like Laura's with her band doing sound check. They're not supposed to be being heard, but they were being heard, and he freaked out.
Here's the cool thing now. Now that doesn't. Very, very, very rarely do you see people act like that anymore. Like now, the bands are even the biggest bands are cool. It's always the ones coming up
Yeah.
that think like their shit don't stink and they could be just a jerk to everybody. And it's not the band; it's the crew.
Yep.
But now they have these crews, these experienced people that have been around, and it's like working with absolute pros who just want everything to go easy and are really cool. I mean, Shinedown, Hailstorm, Godsmack. The crews are the best.
A buddy of mine used to run sound in Portland, and he said, you get the heaviest bands in there. They were quiet as a mouse. They would appreciate anything because they weren't used to, hey, guys, listen, you got a dressing room. Really? We don't have to dress outside
Yeah.
by the dumpster. He goes, but some of the rock bands that came in had the big head. Like, you know who I am? And no, you're the opening band.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
Right.
And, this is not how you should be treating people.
I watched Peter Wolf do a sound check at the Tupelo Music Hall, the old Tupelo Music Hall, Laura, with the
back in
chairs and stuff
Londonderry,
like
yeah.
that, the old one, And Peter Wolf, you know how much I love him.
Yeah, me too.
He's
He's
a
got the
friggin'
green
legend.
teeth.
Oh my God!
Wooba gooba with the green teeth.
up
Let
there-
me in.
He's up there with a band, and the opening act is some dude who's going to play a stand-up bass.
Yeah.
And Peter's he's going through a couple of songs. He said, "Hey man, you the opener?" And the guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Come on up, bring
Yeah.
the bass." And he jammed with the opener.
Yeah.
For like a half an hour. They did King of the Road, Trailers for and I'm sitting there going, Peter Wolf don't have to do that.
And
Yeah, but he
guy-
gets
that,
it.
And
He
that
gets
guy
it.
called in sick the next day because he just laid in bed wide awake going, oh my God, I just played with Peter Wolf.
For like a half an hour and just jamming. And Peter was having such a great time with that guy. What a gift
Yeah.
to give to that guy. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, he
That's
gets it though because he's
yeah.
been doing it for a long
That's
time
cool.
and he understands what it's.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we got, if you're a Buzz subscriber, you're going to get a second part here because we're going to break.
Kelly's doing it without his top on.
But if you're not a Buzz subscriber, you should be. It's just $4.99 a month. You'll be able to see everything, the
Don't
show,
be a cheap
podcast,
prick.
and everything, and you won't have to see any commercials or anything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. You can win.
$4.99,
Could win
come
one of
on.
these.
You can win one of those mugs. I think it's Jenny just won one. A woman named Jenny.
Congratulations, Jenny.
So congratulations. But
It's cheaper than those smut bags you used to get behind the counter at the Cumberland Farms. $7.99, I think it was. 3 magazines. The one on the outside looked really cool. The other ones were like really dirty.
It's an old baseball card trick.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging with the We got a bonus segment for the
Yep.
Buzz Plus people. Hang on. We'll be right back.
So, dude, what's the other two magazines in the back?
Jugs. You got jugs back there?
Listen, you have to buy the back. Can you? You have a knife that cut open the side so I can see what the other magazines.
I have some knowledge of this. I have some knowledge.
When I worked at Cumberland Farms, behind the counter in college, they had like you got your Playboy, you got your Penthouse, you got your Hustler, and then they had their other dirty ones, and then always in
Jugs,
spot number like 6 would be like that pack where it was like $7.99, $9.99, and it would be usually like a magazine a title that you kind of recognize, but the other two in the back, you're like, what was that? Was that a
Knave?
Yeah.
Knave.
Yeah.
Now, how do I know this? Valerie,
I
I
met
met.
sell smut.
Oh,
Yes,
She
she
was
did.
a
That's
smut
right.
peddler.
she actually.
You married a smut peddler?
Yes, he did.
Valerie,
She never looked down on anybody that
No,
bought
she
it from
didn't.
her.
I went in.
She didn't judge.
She
I
did not
went in
judge. She just
many-
sold it. She knows that everybody needs to get
many
whatever
times
done.
I would go in and go, well, this one looks dirty. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I'll have a slice of pizza.
so 6 months.
I'm working tonight.
6 months after I started working at the radio station, the store opened up front. That's when it opened, and Valerie was the manager, right?
At the store out front.
Yeah,
in
right.
Portsmouth.
That's how we
Yeah.
met. We met by convenience.
Come on.
Yeah, right.
All
So
right.
we were friends for a long period of time, for a couple of years, and then I asked her out on a date. Anyway, but the point is they had dirty magazines
Sure.
on the magazine
Real dirty
rack.
ones.
And they would be wrapped in plastic. There would be regular ones like Hustlers and stuff like that, and Playboy and all that stuff. But then the really dirty ones, the ones you'd be like, "Ugh." So they put 3 or 4 in a bag, and so the first one, all right, looked relatively.
You'd be like,
new.
oh, hey, look, it's Penthouse. But the other one would be like.
the second and third one were like from 1978,
Yeah.
or 1980, the kind of shit that was XXX, and you
Super
you don't
wrong.
want to get caught
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it. So, but that's how they got rid of all that stuff.
Sure.
And
And
so
a few years later, they moved up to the VHS tapes.
yeah, and then that
that was
did not-
it.
Yeah.
Valerie did not
Eventually
like
the
that.
end of that
official,
media.
Official.
No, she did not like
smut peddling.
having the videos for rent there. She didn't like that.
Oh, they
She
went
didn't
for
like
rent.
that.
You could buy them.
You could buy them.
You could buy them. So I'd go in there and get my breakfast sandwich, juice, and naughty
Yeah.
naughty knockers 113.
Yeah.
Listen, Val, is there any chance you're the other 112?
And
I don't want to be
room?
behind.
the store, you guys remember the store that was right in front of the radio station called the Bread and Butter
Yeah.
was a really friendly place
Yes.
where everybody was talking and joking. Everybody got their coffee. They were on the coffee craze long before anybody else was. When
Yep.
you went in there in the morning, there was a line and the subs were giant.
Everything,
Yep. Right.
everything
Yep.
was fit. The
Right.
food was great. Breakfast, lunch. I think
And-
I even had some dinners there.
Valerie and the people that worked there just had a great personality, and so they would tease their listeners and joke with their customers and stuff. And I'm in line and I got a coffee, and there's a guy comes up, and he's a younger guy. He's probably like 19, and he's got like 3 dirty magazines.
Yep.
Right. And
Some Jergens.
puts them on
paper
the
towel.
puts them on the counter, and he puts them on the counter, like slaps them on the counter, right?
Motor oil for some
So
reason.
Valerie goes, "Jeremy's buying porn again," and I'm
That's
like,
funny.
"Oh!" And he starts laughing, and I'm like, I would die.
That's hysterical.
I would die
Yeah.
if
you
I
used
was
to do that very discreetly. You
Oh
try
yeah,
to. Anyway.
yeah. You don't want anybody to know. You block
Yeah.
it if you were going to do that. I
Oh,
never
yeah.
did it, but if I ever did,
Yeah, you'd be
I was
like Haagen-Dazs.
yeah.
Clark Bar.
I was afraid to
Yeah, I'd get one of
rent
those.
a porn video. I was afraid to rent a porn video.
Yeah.
because I'm afraid I'd see Kelly's dad.
Kelly's dad was. Let me tell you something. A big staple
Yeah.
at a video update.
He's exaggerating.
Movie scene.
Movie scene.
Movie scene.
Movie scene.
Roadkill did see my dad there a
Yeah.
number of times.
All of a
In the
sudden,
beaded
I'm
section.
going
In the back room?
Going to the back room, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm like, it's Kelly's dad.
Hey, how's it going, Roadkill? So the guy's
doing this weekend?
thoroughly embarrassed, and she's like, "Jeremy, I thought you weren't doing this. What do you got here? You got jugs. You got triple D cups."
Yeah.
And the kid is laughing.
Yeah.
I'm horrified by it, and she's
Is that when you went, I'm going to marry this woman?
And I was like, and then the kid leaves. He's all laughing and stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how could you do that? How could you do that? That is, I can't believe that you did. She goes, he loves it. And she was right.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
most people aren't ashamed of their porn.
Listen, he just want. He
Well,
just
Laura,
want,
this was
Yeah, you
1992
you don't
or
want to
3.
be seen buying that stuff.
Yeah, it was 1992
I
or
think-
3.
I
You know,
don't think it. Whatever. Yeah.
I don't
She
think
was
Porn
a
is-
major smut peddler.
but see, Laura, you didn't have to go through the beaded section. It was in a back room.
I remember Roadkill and I used to go back there.
Yeah.
You want to explain that?
Well,
No.
no, it's just fun. I don't remember why,
laugh-
but yeah. we
Well,
just
I'll
go
tell you.
back
I'll
there
tell you
and
what's
laugh
fun
at
is
what
when you
we-
go back there and there's people there that scurry out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we just used to
Yeah.
go back and look at the titles and laugh and
Yeah.
giggle and look
Yeah.
at
They
Whatever.
would have like the old video stores. They'd have the videos that were facing, but then when it switched to DVDs, they were all sideways. So you had to read the titles.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you're going, like you get a freaking headache.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
I want to
too funny.
see where it begins. I don't want to see like I don't want to rent part 9. I want to see what happened in the other 8.
Yeah.
Set up a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've never been a trilogy guy.
I just you know what I'm not gonna go
Like the original.
I'm not gonna go and watch the last Star Wars movie. No, I want to watch them all in order. I want to see what makes the characters strong.
Yeah, I always wanted to have the job of the guy that names the video.
That right there, I believe.
It's all marketing.
I
The
believe
Rodfather.
in
I mean,
the
you kidding
day,
me?
In the day, I believe I could have made a lot of money doing that.
Shaving Ryan's privates.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a million things. You know, the Flint bones. I mean, you know what I mean?
Now you could just do it with AI. But
I know.
But back then, someone had to sit in a room and brainstorm that.
Yeah.
3 men on a little lady.
Yeah, that was another one of the old ones. Yeah, I remember it. Forrest Hump. There was another good
On
one.
Golden Blonde.
Oh yeah, those were all real. He's not even making them up. Those are all real. You know, I just be able to sit back and just be able to think of those. You go, that's clever. That's a funny. Whoever wrote it, whatever man who wrote, that's funny.
There is people somewhere that are retired.
Yeah.
That's what they did for a living, and they made a crap load of money.
Yeah. See, some of these, like, because I get porn star birthdays. Because I get that here sent to the station.
His wife forever has a connection with the world of smut.
Sure. No. My
Greg
wife
gives
has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
This is
She's
just
a lot of vivid.
It's a
males.
morning
I
show
remember
thing.
the first time we saw this woman.
It's a morning show thing. It's not that. 2 church girls having fun. That just doesn't even sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not funny.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that sounds nice.
What did that tie in?
Did you order room service too? Rim service. Sorry.
That's a difference.
That's different.
Yeah.
It's
Completely
better.
different. Let me see. My stepsis is a size queen. Okay, but not funny.
No.
Not funny.
But defines the genre.
It does. Massage blow. See, they're not funny.
What's it about?
They're not a take on anything. Porn star therapy 7, sneaky shows, seduction, naughty cosplay, teens have a threesome. Boring. Boring.
None of those.
Not funny.
None of those make me, because what I want to do is
Not
go
funny.
in. I want to see a movie title that makes me giggle a
Yeah.
little bit, and then I want to go home and pull on it.
Romance. Jimmy likes to go so far, but not that far.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Little
Yeah.
I didn't realize Jimmy's exit was right there.
Someday I'm going to maybe have the opportunity to be on another television program.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I don't want them to pull the reaction
Yeah,
that I
right.
have.
But your reactions are innocent. Your reactions are innocent. You know. Yeah. So we.
I think we have a meeting.
Funny,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
do.
I know
We're
we gotta go. We gotta go. But thank you for watching the 24/7 and being a Buzz Plus subscriber. We appreciate
Thank
it. We have to go.
It's like your own little beaded room.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you
Yeah.
go. So,
We need the sound of those beads.
Yeah.
those are the days. Scotty misses those days of the video store.
Good
Let me
old
tell
days.
you. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Jimmy, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see y'all soon. Thank you.
The Buzz 24/7 is sponsored by Notley Crew, the ultimate Motley Crue tribute. Get your tickets to see them live February 21st at the Rochester Opera House box office or the deals page at morningbuzz.com.